Good evening, listeners. This is Akihiko Yamamoto, your host for tonight's special broadcast. Welcome to another edition of Urban Legends Uncovered, where we dive into the eerie, the unexplained, and the downright chilling stories that haunt our world. Tonight, we have a legend from Tokyo that's been circulating for decades. A tale that many believe is just that. A tale. But I assure you, there's more to it than meets the eye. It's the story of the midnight train. Now, you may have heard whispers about it. Passengers who stepped onto a train at midnight, only to vanish without a trace. This ghostly train, often seen pulling into abandoned stations in the dead of night, has been linked to a tragic event from the 1950s involving a conductor named Saito Ichiro. Some say it's his spirit that hunts the midnight train, taking unsuspecting passengers on a ride to an unknown destination. Others claim it's nothing but a modern myth, fueled by the thrill of seekers and vloggers that roams Tokyo's forgotten railway lines. Tonight, I'll be documenting everything as I dive deeper into this strange story. We'll be taking a closer look at the history of the midnight train. Tonight, I'll be documenting everything as I dive deeper into this strange story. We'll be taking a closer look at the history of the midnight train and the strange disappearances that have been reported over the years. I've already reached out to some of Tokyo's best urban explorers and amateur detectives, and the accounts are consistent to say the least. Some claim they've seen the train through the lens of their cameras appearing out of thin air, only to vanish within seconds. Others tell stories of hearing whispers from empty streets or feeling a chilling presence when the train approaches. Now, before we get into the deeper parts of tonight's broadcast, let's talk about Saito Ichiro for a moment. The story goes that Saito Ichiro was involved in a horrific accident on the railways. A tragic brake failure led to deaths of several passengers, and overwhelmed by guilt, he took at one of the stations. Since his death, Saito's spirit has haunted the midnight train, searching for those who will ride the doomed train, forever stuck in an empty version of Tokyo where time stands still. Yeah. Now, why am I sharing this with you tonight, listeners? Because I've received something strange, something unsettling. It's a series of reports from urban explorers who claim to have stumbled upon an old, abandoned station. The very same station where Saito is said to have met his tragic end. It's a station that isn't even on the maps anymore. And yet, people say they've seen the midnight train pulling into it. And that, my friends, is where I'm heading tonight. I'll be going to this forgotten station armed with my equipment and trust in your ears, dear listeners. I'll be documenting everything I see, I hear, and I feel. Will the midnight train make an appearance? Will I uncover the truth about this haunting urban legend? Or will I simply be another name added to the list of the missing? Stay tuned, folks. I'll be back after the break. You won't want to miss what's coming next. That channel was brought to you by Robloxian News, Channel 06.